is with these 80 accessory marks that the tathagata's body is endowed. The cognition of defilement and purification. Moreover, Subhuti, the bodhisattva, who courses in perfect wisdom, admonishes the bodhisattvas as follow. Sons of good family, may you become skilled in the consummation of the letters. May you become skilled in 1 letter, in 2 letters, 2. In 42 letters. May you through these 42 letters come to a state which has moved away from everything. May you meditate on the 42 letters as contained in 1 letter, and may you meditate on 1 single letter as contained in 42 letters. And that bodhisattva becomes skilled in the 42 letters, and in meditating on the 42 letters as contained in 1 letter, and in meditating on 1 letter as containing the 42 letters. When he has developed the skill in the consummation of the letters, he becomes one who is skilled in the consummation of the letters. Just as the tathagata, skilled in dharmas, skilled in letters demonstrates dharma, and demonstrates with letters a dharma which is without them. And yet the dharma is not quite free from the mode of letters. Subhuti. If absolutely no being can be apprehended, no dharmas and no own being of the dharmas, on account of absolute emptiness and the emptiness without beginning and end, how does the bodhisattva who courses in the 6 perfections, 2.
In the 80 accessory marks, demonstrate dharma to beings after he has stood in the 6 superknowledges born of karma result?
For therein he apprehends no being nor concept of a being.
From the non-apprehension of a being there is the non-apprehension of form, 2.
The 18 special Buddha dharmas. And in the non-apprehension of a being one cannot conceive of the concept of a being. How can that bodhisattva, who courses in perfect wisdom, demonstrate dharma to beings? May that bodhisattva not instigate beings to non-existent dharmas, may he not enjoin perverted views upon them. And why? Because the bodhisattva, who courses in perfect wisdom, does not even, to begin with, apprehend an enlightenment being, how much less the dharmas which act as wings to enlightenment. The Lord. So it is, Subhuti, so it is, as you say. From the non-apprehension of beings should be known the inward emptiness, too. The emptiness of the non-existence of own being. The emptiness of the skandhas, too. The emptiness of enlightenment and of the Buddha field. But when the bodhisattva, who courses in perfect wisdom, has seen all these dharmas to be empty, he demonstrates dharma in such a way that he himself does not enter into these emptinesses. When he has seen things in such a way, and has cognized all dharmas as without covering, he does not upset any dharma, or divide anyone off. But he demonstrates the dharma as it really is. It is just as when the magical creations enjoins the perfection of giving on some to enjoins enlightenment on others. What do you think, Subhuti, has then that magical creation affected the distinction or separation of any dharma whatsoever? Subhuti. No, O Lord. The Lord. By this method you should know. Subhuti. That it is thus that the bodhisattva who courses in perfect wisdom demonstrates dharma to beings, establishes them in true reality and frees them from the perverted views, by way of the fact that they are neither bound nor freed. And why? Because form is neither bound nor freed. And the fact form is neither bound nor freed, that is not form, and why?
Because form is absolutely pure.
And so for all conditioned and unconditioned dharmas. It is thus surely that the bodhisattva, who courses in perfect wisdom, demonstrates dharma to beings. But without apprehending a being. It is in the non-apprehension of all dharmas that the bodhisattva has stood, but without taking his stand on that.
He has stood in the emptiness of form, without taking his stand on that.
For dharmas, whether conditioned or unconditioned, do not stand anywhere. And why? Because one cannot apprehend of them an own being in which they could be established. For the non-existent does not stand in the non-existent, own being does not stand in own being, other being does not stand in other being. And why? Because they all cannot be apprehended, and an object of non-apprehension cannot stand anywhere. It is thus that the bodhisattva, who courses in perfect wisdom, systematically meditates on these dharmas by way of all these emptinesses, and it is thus that he becomes free from guilt with regard to the Buddhas, bodhisattvas, pratyeka Buddhas, disciples and all holy men. And why? Because the Buddhas, too, all holy men have understood just this dharmahood, and, when they have done so, they demonstrate dharma to all beings, and they do not stray away from the dharmahood of all dharmas. And why? Because dharmahood does not stray away, nor suchness, nor the reality limit. And why? Because they have no own being which could stray away. Subhuti. If that is so, is then form one thing, and the realm of dharma another, suchness another, and the reality limit another. And so for all dharmas. The Lord. No, Subhuti. Form is not one thing, and the realm of dharma another, suchness another, and the reality limit another. Subhuti. If that is so, how, then, O Lord, does one make definite distinctions, such as black dharmas lead to a black result, to the hells, the animal world, and the world of yama. White dharmas lead to a white result, i.e., to rebirth among gods and men. Black and white dharmas lead to a black and white result, i.e., the experience of both happiness and unhappiness. Dharmas which are neither black nor white lead to a karma result which is neither black nor white, i.e., the fruit of a streamwinner, 2. The supreme enlightenment. The Lord. When conventional truth has been made into the standard, the definite determination of the fruits can be described, but not by way of ultimate truth. And why?
Because that dharma is undiscriminated and incommunicable, since name and form are non-production, non-stopping, non-defilement,
non-purification. This is the absolute emptiness, the emptiness without beginning and end.
Subhuti.
If the determination of the fruit takes place on account of conventional truth and not in ultimate reality, then all the foolish common people must already have the fruit of a streamwinner, 2.
The supreme enlightenment.
The Lord. Do, then, the common people wisely know the conventional and the ultimate truth? If they do, they will also be able to determine the various fruits, i.e., the fruit of a streamwinner, 2. The supreme enlightenment. But the foolish common people do not have the path, nor its development, nor a distinctive determination of its fruits. It is the holy persons who have the path and its development, and it is therefore they who have a distinctive determination of its fruits. Subhuti. Is there, then, an attainment of the fruit as a result of the development of the path, and can a fruit be attained? The Lord. No, Subhuti, there is no attainment of the fruit as a result of the development of the path, and no fruit can be attained.
In fact, there can be no attainment of the fruit without once having developed the path, and at the same time no fruit can be attained through the path.
It is thus that the bodhisattva, who courses in perfect wisdom, distinctively defines the fruit of beings, but without having cut off the share of either the conditioned or the unconditioned element. Subhuti. If that is so, then the Lord has never said that. This is the fruit of a streamwinner, i.e., the forsaking of the threefold fetter. This the fruit of a once returner, i.e., the attenuation of greed for sense pleasures and of ill will. This the fruit of a never returner, i.e., the forsaking of the 5 lower fetters. This is arhatship, i.e., the forsaking of the 5 higher fetters.
This is the enlightenment of a pratyeka Buddha, i.e., that whatever was doomed to originate that is now invariably doomed to stop. This is the supreme enlightenment. The forsaking of all defilements together with their residues. How can we understand the meaning of the Lord's teaching, if the distinctive determination of the fruits does not take place through
cutting off the share of dharmas, either conditioned or unconditioned. The Lord is, then, the fruit of a streamwinner, conditioned or unconditioned. Subhuti. It is unconditioned, O Lord, no conditioned, O. Well gone.
The Lord.
Is there, then, such a thing as the cutting off of the share with regard to an unconditioned dharma? Subhuti. No, O Lord. The Lord. It is thus that the bodhisattva, who courses in perfect wisdom, demonstrates dharma to beings without cutting off the share, on account of the inward emptiness, too. The emptiness of own marks. He himself does not settle down in any dharma, and others also he does not settle down anywhere, in the perfection of giving, too. In the knowledge of all modes. Not having settled down anywhere, he does not get stuck anywhere. It is as with a magical creation of a tathagata who, when he gives a gift, does not get stuck with the fruit of the gift, and does not experience the fruit of the gift, except in so far as it is conducive to leading all beings to final nirvana. He does not stand anywhere, not in dharmas with or without outflows, worldly or supramundane, conditioned or unconditioned. It is thus that the bodhisattva who courses in perfect wisdom, courses in all dharmas but does not stand in any dharma nor get stuck to one. And why? Because he has well penetrated the dharma-mark of dharmas. End chapter 73.